prepare for an adrenaline-pumping journey with these top 10 thrilling TV shows. At number 10, we have Lovecraft Country with an IMDb rating of 7.1, available on HBO Max. It follows Atticus Freeman, a young African-American man who travels across the Jim Crow South in search of his missing father. Along the way, he joins forces with his friend Letitia and his uncle George to face down the dual horrors of racism and Lovecraftian monsters. The series is an adaptation of Matt Ruff's 2016 novel of the same name, and it blends elements of horror, science fiction, and fantasy to create a unique and chilling experience. Taking the ninth spot is Jet with an IMDb rating of 7.4, available on HBO Max. It is a crime drama television series starring Carla Gugino as Daisy Jet Kowalski, a world-class thief who is forced back into the criminal underworld after being released from prison. Jet is determined to go straight for the sake of her young daughter, but she is soon blackmailed by a dangerous gangster into pulling off a series of high-stakes heists. Jet is a complex and compelling character, a skilled thief who is also a loving mother and a loyal friend. She is drawn back into the criminal world by the temptation of easy money and the adrenaline rush of the heist, but she is also motivated by a desire to protect her loved ones. Securing the 8th position is The Outsider with an IMDb rating of 7.6, available on HBO Max. In the small town of Cherokee City, Georgia, a young boy is found brutally murdered in the woods. The evidence points to Terry Maitland, a beloved member of the community, but he has a solid alibi. Detective Ralph Anderson is tasked with investigating the case, but he soon finds himself caught in a web of supernatural forces beyond his comprehension. Anderson teams up with Holly Gibney, a private investigator with a unique gift for seeing beyond the mundane. Together, they uncover a terrifying truth: a shape-shifting creature known as an outsider is preying on the town's residents. Claiming the 7th spot is Dexter, New Blood with an IMDb rating of 8.1, available on Prime Video. It is a limited-run revival of the American crime drama television series Dexter, which aired on Showtime from 2006 to 2013. The series takes place 10 years after the events of the original series finale, and follows Dexter Morgan as he has faked his death and is now living under an assumed identity in the small town of Iron Lake, New York. Dexter is trying to suppress his urge to kill, but his dark passenger is awakened when a series of murders begins to plague the town. Dexter also has to contend with the arrival of his estranged son, Harrison, who has grown up without his father. Harrison is struggling with his own dark urges, and Dexter must decide whether to help him or stop him from becoming a killer himself. Sitting at the 6th spot is Wednesday with an IMDb rating of 8.1, available on Netflix. Wednesday Addams, the eldest daughter of the Addams family, is expelled from her previous school for attempting to kill her classmates who bullied her brother, Pugsley. She is then enrolled at Nevermore Academy, a boarding school for the supernaturally gifted, where her parents met and fell in love. Nevermore Academy is a place where Wednesday can finally be herself, but it is also a place where she must learn to control her emerging psychic abilities. While at Nevermore, Wednesday attempts to solve a 25-year-old murder mystery that embroiled her parents, thwart a monstrous killing spree that has terrorized the local town, and navigate her new and very tangled relationships at the school. At number 5, we have Black Mirror with an IMDb rating of 8.7, available on Apple TV. It is a British anthology television series created by Charlie Brooker. It explores modern society, particularly with regard to the unanticipated consequences of new technologies. Episodes are standalone, set in an alternative present or the near future, often with a dark and satirical tone, though some are more experimental and surreal. The series has been praised for its thought-provoking and prescient exploration of the dark side of technology and its impact on society. Taking the 4th position is Severance with an IMDb rating of 8.7, available on Apple TV+. It is a science fiction psychological thriller television series about a group of office workers who have undergone a surgical procedure called severance to separate their memories between their work and personal lives. This means that their innie selves, who work at Lumen Industries, have no knowledge of their outie selves outside of work, and vice versa. The series follows Mark, a severed employee who begins to question the ethics of the severance procedure and the mysterious project that his innie is working on. As he digs deeper, he uncovers a web of conspiracy and deceit at Lumen. Securing the 3rd spot is Narcos with an IMDb rating of 8.8, available on Netflix. It follows the rise and fall of Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar, as well as the DEA's efforts to bring him to justice. The series is a gripping and suspenseful tale of crime, corruption, and violence. Narcos is a gripping and suspenseful series that offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of drug cartels and the war on drugs. It is also a beautifully shot and well-acted series, with Wagner Moura giving a standout performance as Pablo Escobar. Claiming the second spot is True Detective with an IMDb rating of 8.9, available on HBO Max. True Detective is a critically acclaimed series that has been praised for its complex characters, atmospheric settings, and thought-provoking themes. It is a must-watch for fans of crime dramas and anthology television. Season 1 is set in Louisiana and follows two detectives, Rust Cole and Martin Hart, as they investigate the ritualistic murder of a young woman in 1995. The case haunts them for 17 years, and they are eventually called back in to revisit it. And finally, sitting at the top spot is Chernobyl with an IMDb rating of 9.3, available on HBO Max. It is a historical drama television miniseries that dramatizes the story of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster of 1986 and the cleanup efforts that followed. The series follows Valery Legasov, a Soviet nuclear physicist who was appointed by the government to lead the investigation into the disaster. He is joined by Boris Shcherbina, a high-ranking government official, and Ilana Khomiuk, a nuclear physicist from Minsk. Together, they must uncover the truth about what happened at Chernobyl and prevent a second, even more devastating explosion. Chernobyl is a harrowing and unflinching account of the Chernobyl disaster, but it is also a story of heroism and sacrifice. Get ready to be on the edge of your seat with these suspenseful and thrilling shows. Each series offers a unique, heart-pounding experience that will keep you hooked from the first episode to the last. Happy binge watching!